Hi, welcome back to the 11th day of our journey. This is Pamela Shashikumar here. This video is for those people who cannot meditate or it's very difficult to get time to meditate or who feel restless during meditation. See, and also for overthinking, also always lost in your thoughts, always in low energy, sleepless nights and severe headache and getting angry for simple reasons, and also getting irritated very easily and shouting on people. This leads to what? Leads to hair fall, skin dullness or skin turning pale, and may also worst case it may also leads to depression. So all these are due to what? One single word: stress. Stress creates emotional upset, can increase the cortisol level and decrease the blood flow and oxygen to the brain. Over time, repeated stress activation can contribute to high blood pressure, obesity, chronic fatigue, depression and addiction. In fact, stress is the number one reason people underperform in the daily task. Research has shown chronic stress can even shrink the brain cells, which decreases the memory function and weakens the creativity. So what to do? To solve this, first we should know science behind this. That is amygdala. What is amygdala? It's a collection of cells at the base of the brain. It's house of emotion. It is responsible for fear, anxiety and release of stress hormone, primarily adrenaline, cortisol. Before going to the deeper function of amygdala, I'll just go behind. See, early humans, our ancestors, used to live in the jungles. Were exposed to the constant threat of being killed or injured by wild animals or other tribes. So, to improve the chances of survival, the fight or flight response was evolved. The fight or flight. It is an automatic response to physical danger that allows you to react quickly without thinking. That is what amygdala sends. See what happens now in present scenario. A small fear, anxiety, we are scared of, you see some horror movies, a fear. That fear or some any kinds of fear, anxiety, stress, it triggers the amygdala. The amygdala, what it does, same fight and flight response. It sends signal to the brain to release the stress hormones, cortisol and the adrenaline. See, and also the maximum energy to the muscles by blocking the thinking or logical brain. But what we don't do any exercise. Physical work is reduced. No exercise and no yoga. So what happens? The cortisol amount is increased. Because of cortisol, then the amount of cortisol increases. You get the feeling you eat more of carbohydrates. This leads to the obesity and diabetic all problems. So how to overcome this? How to overcome and hijack the amygdala? The only method is mindfulness and awareness. That is combining mindfulness and awareness. Mindful awareness is only technique or efficient tool to hijack our amygdala. Okay, now how to do this? There are 10 ways to calm our body, or being mindful and creating the awareness in our body. So what is mindfulness? The mindfulness is being fully present in a moment, allowing your thoughts to flow seamlessly through your mind without judging or carrying along with the thoughts, just being an observer. Okay, awareness allows to truly understand something by the way our senses, touch, smell, sight, sound and taste allow us to fully experience the situation. Okay, now let's combine mindfulness and awareness and create a mindful awareness. As I told you, 10 easy steps to follow. First step is eat mindfully. When you eat your meal, you are distracted by the television or laptop or constant conversation. You miss out the delicious taste and smell of your food. You are also less likely to feel satisfied and nourished because you missed out the fact that you ate and tend to eat more. So, it can be helpful to remember this phrase: when you eat, eat. When you drink, drink. In other words, don't attempt to do 50 other things when you sit down to a meal or coffee or any green juice or green tea. Simply focus all your attention on what is in front of you. Bring awareness while eating. Chew the food minimum of 10 times. Feel the texture, taste and smell and enjoy the food. Second is walk mindfully. See, you have to walk as if you are kissing the earth with your feet. You have to walk as if you are kissing the earth with your feet. In other words, when you are out and about, pay attention occasionally to the movement of your body and your surroundings. Example, while you are ascending or descending the staircase, count the number of steps. Bring your awareness. See the steps, whether it's granite or tiles. Notice as your feet connect with and leave the ground. Notice the step they feel the ground. Feel your muscles moving and supporting you. Observe what is going on around you, sights, the sound, the life unfolding. You may be amazed to find a whole new world you have not even noticed before. Third point, observe your breathing. A single breath in and out is a meditation. A single breath in and out is a meditation. Have you observed? See, keep your finger below your nostrils. Just breathe in. Observe. At any time of the day, we predominantly breathe through one nostril only. Every 90 to 120 minutes, the switch occurs. See, for any healthy person, the switching of all nostril breathing left to right happens within 90 to 120 minutes. If you want to know more about this, please put it in comment section. I'll make a separate video for this. So during your day, just keep observing. One day you try. Just one day you try observing your breathing, how it is shifting, switching from one nostril to another every 120 minutes. Just try. This is a one form of meditation. Okay. Next is, fourth one is connect with the senses. Your senses, touch, smell, taste, sound and sight, are your gateway into present moment. But when you're lost in thought, you don't experience what senses are picking up. So pause to soak up the beautiful aroma of your coffee, the beauty and diversity of flowers in your neighborhood. Okay, and observe your clothing feels against your body, the soft, clean bed sheets on your skin in the morning, the grass under your feet, a sensation of water on your hands as you do washing up. Observe. Put love and attention into simple task of your day and you'll be amazed how much joy and peace that can bring you. Okay. And fifth one is pause between action. Pause and listen to sound of phone ringing before answering it. Pause and feel the weight of your body in your chair before beginning your work for the day. Pause and feel the door handle of your home before you open it at the end of the day. Putting mini pauses between action in your day can ground you in your inner being, clear your mind, and provide you with fresh energy for the new task ahead. Okay. Now, sixth is listen wholeheartedly. See, most of us never truly listen to people when they are speaking to us because we are too busy. We are, we are busy, we are too busy planning what to say next. We are too busy planning what to say next, judging what they are saying, or getting lost in our daydreams altogether. So, next time when you're in conversation, make it your goal to fully listen to what the other person is saying to you without getting lost in your thoughts. Next, seventh is get lost in the flow of doing things you love. We all have certain activities we love doing. They connect us with inner spirit and brings us fully alive. For you, it could be cooking or dancing or singing or gardening or writing, painting. We love doing things so much that we often lose ourselves in them. That is, we lose our smaller self, our churning thoughts and worries because we are pouring all our love attention in the present moment. Incorporate more flow activities in your weekly routine and your happiness will skyrocket. Okay. And eighth one, meditation. See, by following all the above steps, what I told you, that is being mindful in every action, you literally crave to meditate. You literally crave to meditate without any restlessness. There's no getting around it. Meditation has huge benefits, increases your levels of energy, happiness, inspiration, and inner peace. It doesn't have to take long. Even 10 minutes a day can have a positive impact on your life. It also strengthens your mindfulness muscles. So you'll find it much easier to become present throughout the day. And ninth is travel or mix up your routine. Just mix up your routine. There's more than one reason you feel amazing on holidays. When you're in a new place, you automatically become more present and mindful. Simply because there are so many new sights, sounds, and smells to soak up. Your senses take over for a short while and it frees you from your mind. Okay, no travel plans? That's fine. Mix up your routine. It will have same effect. Take a different route while traveling to office or going shopping or something. Stop at a new coffee shop. New coffee shop. Try something you have never done before, like new recipe or writing calligraphy, something which you have not done earlier. Okay. And tenth, the important is observe your thoughts and emotion. You are not your thoughts. You are the observer of your thoughts. The fact that you can listen to them shows that they are not you. You are something higher and separate. By simply becoming aware of thoughts and not non-judgmentally observing them as they come and go, like clouds passing in the sky. You are being more present. You are not getting caught up in your thoughts and forgetting that they are not you. Just as you observe, resist the temptation to get carried away by particular thought down a tunnel into the past or future. Just picture your thoughts like a train at the station. You are on platform watching them come and go, but you are not going to jump onto for a ride. Okay? Now just take a moment to pause and take a deep breath and sense what it is like to be alive in this very moment. This moment is your life. Now I'm sure you all know how to hijack the amygdala. When you feel you're threatened or getting scared or fear, anxiety, what you have to do? Observe your body movements and your thoughts, the flow of your thoughts. Take control of your thoughts and be calm. Okay, so by doing this, you're taking control of your logical brain. That is, you are aware of your thoughts, and instead of reacting, you'll start responding to a situation. If you like my video, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.